Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. How are you doing? I'm Feng. Today we continue the topic of horror story and today's theme is on national service. Lo. In today's video, it will consist of 4 stories related to national service in Singapore. I know many of you have heard stories in army like little boy was seen at the side of the bed or going around in circle during field camp and the missing Charlie company. I guarantee you, my stories aren't like any of this bullshit your sergeant bluffed you during BMT. These are the stories which I have chosen because they are particularly unique and creepy. And the last one is my 100% real experience during BMT, so sit tight and hold on to your blanket or your teddy bear. For those who are not familiar with national service in Singapore, I will give you a short introduction so that you can understand the stories better. National Service in short form we call it NS. Every Singaporean guy is obligated to serve 2 years of NS. The NS life normally can be broken down into 3 phases. The first is a BMT, the basic military training. The second will be the training phase or course to prepare recruits and privates to work at the military unit that they are posted to. And the last phase will be posting to various army units. After the completion of NS on the very last day, we call it the Operation Ready Day, the ORD Day. We normally would shout ORD lo to express our excitement for the freedom. So let the stories begin. I used to be a regular. I spent 2 years as an instructor at a camp at Jalan Bahar, and I can tell you that that place has its fair share of hauntings, as it's surrounded by cemetery. So yeah. And what I'm going to say is a true story. Every time when I was a duty instructor, I would go down to my platoon's bunk at 1 a.m. to make sure that they were all asleep, not playing a fool or anything like that. One night I was on duty, but I was down with fever. I was down with a terrible flu and a headache, so I did not do my usual routine. Then the next morning during water parade, one of my recruits was asking me why was I standing outside their bunk for a good 30 minutes, staring at them and not moving. And the funny thing was, he said that I was in my full uniform with my cap on. He said he wanted to get up and go to the toilet, but was too scared because I was looking very strange. I told him I was sick and why would I wear my uniform at night and stand there like Stanford Raffles. I scolded him for talking nonsense and threatened to ask him to sign extra duties. What I just heard was simply ridiculous. Later in the afternoon, other recruits from other platoons from the opposite side of the building also mentioned seeing me in uniform at night. Can't be so many child recruits want to mess with me at the same time, right? I thought to myself. I demanded them to tell me truthfully what did they see exactly. And they said that they saw me at the toilet staring at a mirror at 3 a.m. and a few others sighting of me that night walking outside around the building in uniform. Since then, I stopped doing my check at night completely, in fear of actually pumping into myself. Field camp is an important milestone during BMT. It is also called the Hell Week because the training was extremely exhausting. The purpose was to train us to battle in jungle and push our physical strength and mental strength beyond limit. Many strange things has happened in the dark jungle at Tekong Island. This is one of them that keep me awake at night, even until now. One night, we were doing some exercise, and we were required to keep numbering off to count strength, so that we can be sure that no one has left behind. It was a very common thing to do during army, but at that time, as we were numbering off from front to the back, there was found to be an additional person. You guys counting also cannot count, ah? The sergeant scolded us, and we counted again, and again, and again. Still one more person. The sergeant asked everyone to check the person around us to make sure that they are from the same platoon. Everyone was too scared to check properly as we knew what could be going on. And doing the check was also very stupid because we were very far away from other platoon during the exercise. There was no way a soldier from other platoon could join us during the exercise. The sergeant was also paying close attention to the number shouted to make sure no one had skipped a number, but the numbers were all in correct order. We numbered off one last time, still one more count. People started to freak out. The sergeant also did not know what to do. He told everyone to pretend nothing happened and carry on as usual. After walking to another part of the jungle, we did another head count. Now the head count was correct. So who was the person at the previous station? I used to work at HQ ammunition unit at Bukit Timah area, and my camp is halfway on a hill, thick jungle vegetation and monkeys surrounding the camp. That was the first time I heard about the Bukit Timah monkey man. To my surprise, this is a rather well-known urban legend in Singapore, and it has a whole Wikipedia page dedicated to it. It is something like Bigfoot and ET. The monkey man is said to be a greyish creature that is 1 to 2 meters in height. It looks like a monkey, but it walks on two legs like a human. It is similar to the orange pendek, a creature that supposedly lives in Indonesia. Evidence supporting the existence of the monkey man is largely based on personal accounts, tracing as far back as the 19th century. But the curious thing about Bukit Timah monkey man is that it's been very consistent through the years. The earliest sighting of the monkey man can be traced back to 1805, when a Malay elderly claimed to have seen a monkey-faced creature in the Bukit Timah area. The Japanese soldiers stationed in Singapore during World War II also provided accounts of these creatures. A 65 years old male retiree also recounted Monkey Man kampung folklore from his childhood days. He explained that they were told as children never go near the forest at night because of the Monkey Man. He never actually caught a glimpse of the Monkey Man himself, but it was always some uncle or friends of the family have seen it. He shared this chilling description: "Once we were shown footprints near the forest road. I remember a strong urine smell. Whenever we heard shrieks coming from the jungle, we would tell each other, 'Don't disturb the monkey man.'" The Singapore Free Press wrote in detail about these creatures in an article called "Mysterious Jungle Races of Sumatra, Giants and Pygmies" on July 19, 1932. The writers make some fascinating claims. According to the SFP's article, these creatures are short, possess a language of their own, and will flee upon sighting humans. When they see a human being, they will shout, "Peraka, Peraka, Peraka." These creatures can also build houses as they live in big virgin jungle, but they can't really tell the difference between what is food and what is not. Their height was from 1.2 to 1.5 meter. They do not know how to clothe themselves, and their feet are turned backward, heel to the front and toe pointing backward. This piece of information was contrary to the description of the monkey man. The news was more likely to be true because the description sounded like another species of human which has become extinct last century in Indonesia. They were also capable of language but very limited. The discovery of them had rewritten the history of human beings. I will do a video on this next time, so do subscribe, okay? This was a real encounter. The incident happened the night before field camp. The night we went to bed very early, about 9:30 p.m., I remember. We were required to get enough rest for the Hell Week. At around 1 a.m., I woke up because I felt like peeing. Shouldn't have drank so much water before I slept, I thought to myself. That was also my first time and only time I woke up at night to use the washroom. We were told to go toilet in pair with our buddy, but I didn't want to disturb his sleep, knowing how important the rest was before field camp. I don't believe in ghosts and whatever back then. I got up and headed to the toilet without much hesitation. I was half asleep walking to the toilet and I saw one of the toilet door was shut and someone was obviously taking a shower. As there was water splashing on the floor from the shower head, I only realized how strange it was after I pulled down my pants and started doing my business. There was no hood in the shower cubicle, and we just hang our clothes over the door and put the shampoo on top of the wall while taking the shower. And there was no clothes and no shampoo. And who would take a shower the night before field camp? Could it be the shower head's boy? Definitely no. I was a toilet IC in charge of cleaning the toilet. All the shower head works fine. At that moment, my hair was literally standing, not expecting such thing happening to me. Because I was a free thinker and thought ghost story was bullshit. I knew I must not go and investigate. I kept calm and finished my business and pretend nothing happened. And I walked back to my bed, forced myself to sleep. And what frightened me the most was the next morning I woke up, my jade guan yin broke into half. This is a real photo of my broken jade guan yin. It's not a photo from internet or anything. Just to prove that the story is true. Hold on guys, there's one last story. What's more scary than your inchik